Thanks very much, Lee, for inviting me, and Dean McLean. This place haunts me a little bit because I perform so much here. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm an occupational physician, looking after injured workers. That's my background. The Organization of Canadian Symphony Musicians approached me in 1986, showing my age, and we've been going 25 years now to get the clinic going. This is my acronym for the common problems that I see every day. Madness. It's maddening to me, but muscle fatigue, anxiety, depression, nerve entrapment, stress syndrome. The definition of repetitive strain injury, it's the same one I used in '86, pain and loss of function in muscles, etc., including the central nervous system due to use, which is excessive for the individual affected. Here is some common injuries: supinator syndrome, we all have that there, carpal tunnel, and very commonly and misdiagnosed thoracic outlet syndrome, which is squishing the brachial plexus up top here. Very, very severe. So, back 25, 30 years ago, I got involved with a group in Aspen who met, the Performing Arts Medicine Association, which is dedicated to improving the well-being of performing artists. It was a kind of exclusive physician group, and now it's expanded worldwide, including many, many collaborators. So clinically, what we do is an injured worker will come in, an injured musician. We just open up the hood and see what's going on. So we got a lot of monkeys and mirror neurons, and we try to learn with a lot of empathy, and it's a collaborative treatment. This is really busy, sorry, but very simply the stress syndrome, which could be musculoskeletal, neurological, and endocrine. There's an arousal to multiple stressors, and then unfortunately the physiology gets stuck on, and there's no off switch, which leads to wear and tear, inflammatory cytokines, and all kinds of terrible diseases. So the trick is to balance the autonomic nervous system and kind of reverse some of the deleterious effects of the stress. So therefore, the prevention of overuse is the control of use. So what we do is look at the ABCs: alignment, breathing, coordination, diet, exercise, focus, and goals. And we have all kinds of toys, which I can show you a bit: surface EMG, biofeedback, heart rate variability, and all kinds of other mind-body treatments. This is the surface EMG, which I'll quickly show you. We're working on a MIDI-driven EMG system with Kathleen Riley in New York. And I'm very interested in regulating the autonomic nervous system from the Wicked Witch of the West there over to Zen of the East. And there are all kinds of meditative or interventions we try out. Put in your date books, February 4th and 5th at the Glenn Gould School, Royal Conservatory, just up the road here. We're going to have our second annual regional meeting. And if you're really interested, please come out to Aspen at the end of July. It's really a lovely trip. So that's that. Okay. So this is a bit of research. So I got called down to San Francisco, which was a nice little trip. And this big, big man showed up. And I'll just show you one clip. Now, this is EMG, muscle signals. The top line is upper fibers of trapezius, left. Second line, upper fibers trapezius, right. Third line, extensors in the forearm, and 4, the right forearm. So watch this. could play the octaves that clean. So we have, I'll just do a quick analysis here. So one of the big questions is, how hard do you actually have to break the piano to rip your arm apart? So I'm thinking, geez, how to do that? So I remember back in fourth year engineering here, we did wavelet analysis with a slide rule. And now you can just, with the press of a button, analyze Garrick Olson, who's never been injured before. That's why I was interested in him. He's 64 years old, out of Juilliard, Chopin, first, age 18. Massive hands, massive man. So you can see up here, this is wavelet analysis of his muscles, left upper fibrous trapezius. This is frequency, slow twitch to fast twitch fibers by time. And you can look at peak power output in picowatts per square centimeter over here. So that little red line is, you know, like the horsepower of that muscle coming out. So you can see his left trap, his right trap. He's a big muscle player, as we all know. An amazing player. There's his left hand bam right there. And then his right arm doing those amazing octaves. So now we can actually quantify using my one normal subject, one control group, because all I see is rec musicians. And we did some biofeedback. Kathleen and I did some biofeedback on this amazing artist, and he had a lot of fun, which I won't show you. And then he played the same piece again. So it's a bit of a segue from the pianist, one wrong note, you die. I didn't tell him that. And then he actually cut his peak power by a half when he played it the second time. Okay? And I didn't tell him all the secrets or anything. It was amazing, you know. Just a little bit of biofeedback, and he basically decreased his injury risk by a half and played it better. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Con.